Hey guys, what's up? Alex Scott here with Consordini.com. Thanks so much for checking out another one of our review videos. Today is a very cool one because we are taking a look at my Istanbul Agop Xist cymbals. Now, I have 3 cymbals and a pair of hi-hats for us to take a listen to. I'm really excited to show them off to you guys. They are my main studios for cymbal use, for studio use rather. As you guys have probably seen on the channel, I own and operate a recording studio out of my home, and I have a lot of different types of bands and artists that come in here to work and that send me tracks from all over the world to work on. So I needed to get myself a set of cymbals to complement my kit that would work in as many different styles of music as possible. Everything from modern jazz to old school country, classic rock, hard rock, anything you can imagine. I needed a pair of cymbals that were going to sound pretty solid in pretty much any role. And these Xists fit that bill absolutely perfectly. I love them. They're hand hammered, made in Turkey, as you can see right here on the cymbal. They are real Istanbul Agops, but the price point is amazing. I paid around $600, $600 or $700, I want to say, for the entire set. And they even came with a super cool hard shell case included in that price that I use whenever I need to take them to another studio or do something with them. I absolutely love them. I think they sound great. I have a 17-inch crash here. We also have a 19-inch crash, 21-inch ride behind me, and a pair of the 14-inch brilliant hi-hats. Now, these Xists do come in 3 different flavors. You have the power line, the Xist power line, you have the Xist brilliant line, and then these, which are it just says crash. They're basically a plain or traditional unlacquered raw cymbal. And those are the ones that I ended up going with. The brilliant and the power were just a little bit too bright. You know, they would sound great in like rock or country, really modern styles of music. But when I, tried them out and was playing some jazz patterns on them, it just didn't sound quite convincing enough. These traditional ones really just fit the bill kind of no matter what style of music you're doing. So let's go ahead. I'm going to reposition the camera a little bit. We're going to turn on my overheads here, which are super transparent, clean, clear mics through some really clean, clear preamps. And I'm going to do some sticking patterns and some rolls and stuff around the cymbals so you guys can hear what each of them sound like. And then I will play a bit around the kit. Again, we're just going to use the overhead, so there's no kick mic, snare mic, or anything else in there. I just want you guys to be able to hear a nice, clear representation of these cymbals through an overhead. So let's go ahead and check them out. Okay guys, so we're set up here with the kit. We got our overheads rolling and we are going to take a listen to the cymbals. So I'm going to start with the ride. It's 21-inch ride. Great sounding ride cymbal, lots of sustain, lots of brightness, but also a nice kind of frothy darkness to it as well. It's just a really nice, well-balanced ride all through the tonal spectrum. It's got really good stick definition, but can also wash nicely when you need it to. So now to the right of the ride, or for you guys, the left, we have our 17-inch crash. Really bright, really aggressive, a little bit trashy, but again, still a great cymbal for pretty much any style of music. It's going to fit in wherever you need it to. And lastly, we have the 19-inch crash over here to my left, your right. Bigger, it's meatier, but still really, really bright. This is like a classic crash sound. It harkens back to a lot of classic Zildjians from like the 60s and 70s. So if you like those old school Zildjian A's and K's, you're gonna love these cymbals. They have all that tonal complexity and all that great stuff that we love about some of those vintage cymbals. And then finally, the brilliant hi-hats. really great foot splash. But they're just, you know, they're great all-around sounding pair of hi-hats. They're nice and bright, they're nice and tight when you want them to be, but they're also can be a little bit sloshy and dark as well if you ask them to. So I'm going to turn my snares back on and just do a few different types of grooves all around the kit so you guys can hear them in context with a full drum set. Now, again, these are just the overheads. There's no kick or snare miking going on or anything like that, so the sound should be nice and clear. Okay guys, there you go. There's a set of Istanbul XIST cymbals for you. Like I said, I love them. I only review stuff on the channel that I really, really love. It's probably getting a little bit tiring for you guys who are paying attention to the channel to hear me say, I love this over and over again. But seriously, I don't keep gear that I don't like. And if I ever find a product that I dislike so much or think is such a huge problem that I need to tell you guys about it, I will. But generally speaking, most of the stuff, you know, like Zildjian cymbals, Sabian cymbals, whatever, I've played them all, I've heard them all, I've recorded with them all, and they're fine. They're very, very famous for a reason. They're great sounding cymbals. But a lot of times, because they're big companies that have tons and tons of different product lines, they specialize just a little bit too much. You know, I really liked Zildjian cymbals for a very long time, but I found that a lot of the current models that they make just aren't, you know, they make amazing cymbals for jazz, but you try to play those cymbals in a rock context, they don't really work as well, and vice versa. These are some of the only cymbals that I've ever found and heard that, as you just heard in that demo, can do everything from like a modern rock groove to some straight modern jazz stuff. You know, they really can do it all, and they sound at home doing it all, and that's the main selling point on these for me. They sound great recording. Great for recording rather. One thing I do like to do with them is I will put some tape on them. You might have seen some little smudges here and there on the cymbals. That's just from me putting moon gels and tape and stuff on it to control the washiness a little bit. They can get a tiny bit washy wide open, so a little bit of tape will definitely help to dry them out, and you can increase the tonal versatility just that much more. But they sound fabulous out of the box, especially if you like really bright, explosive cymbals, but again, that are really versatile and really, really tonally complex. But what do you guys think about Istanbul cymbals? Do you like them? Do you play them? Have you tried out the XIST, any of the different flavors of XIST? Like I said earlier, I know they make the Brilliant and the Power lines. They make some like of the Ion style crashes with the holes in them that sound really, really cool. But whatever your opinion may be, definitely let us know in the comments down below. We would love to hear from you. Again, my name is Alex Scott with Consordini.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.